Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be talking about Atomic Heart. This How Was It will be a little bit different, as I will just be essentially speaking without a script this time and giving you my thoughts and opinions on the game, what I didn't like, and what I liked about the game. So, let's dive into it. Atomic Heart came out February 21st, 2023 for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. This game I really didn't know anything about. I knew there was some controversy around it last year with the Ukrainian and Russian war. I decided to check it out simply out of curiosity of how good the game was and how fun it was. There was a lot of times where I felt this was a slog to get through. In the beginning, the story was super captivating, really fun, and enjoyable, but the further I progressed, the more I realized how much of a slog it was to get through. I wish they would have gave us some new weapons a little faster. I did explore everything that I could find to unlock more weapons and whatnot, but I think the pacing of the weapons was a bit too spread out for my liking, rather than more consistent to help give you a sense of progression. I did upgrade everything that I could once I found a build that I liked, which was the Blade, the PM, the Carlash, and the Shotgun, and the Electro. I upgraded essentially everything but the Electro to max, including my character. My character progression I felt was really enjoyable, getting the neuro polymers, and then from there having a skill tree type unlock system where you could then go and look at everything, plan out your path. I maxed out the character one first, and then I maxed out the polymer shield, which I felt was extremely beneficial, especially fighting the vine people. From there, I did the frostbite. I didn't max out frostbite, but it didn't really seem necessary since I typically only use the polymer shield. As progressing through the story, I felt the first, what I like to call the Willy Wonka segment, which you now know as Limbo, was a bit out of place. At the end, it makes sense, but at the time, I was a bit confused as what was going on. So, take that as you will. By the end, I felt that you got to know a lot of the characters. You had some type of connection with the main character, with Charles, and you knew that the boss was essentially a bad guy, and you wanted to go out of your way to make sure you helped him, or not. You could have role played into the Soviet Union style. He's not going to do anything wrong. That's another complaint that I have, where I looked at both endings after finishing the game, and after I finished it, I felt the ending that I got, which was the Metal Twins ending, where you kill the boss, and then you find out Charles was the bad guy all along, pulling the strings. I didn't really like that ending. I thought it left more to be desired and kind of felt lackluster, pretty weak. I looked up the other ending as to what happens if you say he's not going to do anything wrong. Yes, the main character gets kind of a happy ending. He, destroys Charles. The polymer goop comes out, and he runs off, living happily ever after. It seems, is a bit more, still, in my opinion, a little weak. There is 2 DLCs out for the game, with 2 more on the way. I did not have any interest in continuing those DLCs after that weak ending of a story. I've heard it makes the story better, clears up some details, but For me, I didn't really have any interest in continuing. All in all, I do believe the game was pretty well done. I felt the gameplay was nice. I know the dodging element was really nice. I would go and play other games where they were first person shooters like Borderlands, trying to hit essentially the dodge button after getting so used to having to dodge in Atomic Heart. So I do commend the gameplay. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the game. The story was probably one of my least favorite parts at a lot of the times, especially how I felt the open world aspect of it was more linear open world, which is fine. That's not a complaint. It has the feeling of an open world where you can explore certain areas that you're in, but you are on a linear path. I don't mind that at all. I do feel that going from point A to point B was pretty drawn out a lot of times with a lot of enemies, where at the beginning I was killing pretty much everybody and fighting all the enemies, and then towards the end, after I had a lot of stuff maxed out, I didn't really feel that it was necessary. I would just skip what I could. That's my opinion anyway. Well, with all that being said, like I said, I would say the game was pretty good, worth at least a single playthrough. If you enjoyed this video or the playthrough of Atomic Heart, let me know down in the comments. Please give me a like or subscribe if you want to see more of the Let's Plays or these How It Was It's. Also in the comments, let me know how you like this type of just kind of off the cuff rambling videos about how was it, and I will see you in the next one.